Hey, it's Ben Blonder here. I just did a walk through the house and now I'm going to do a video. Kind of the first thing as you drive up, it's pretty overgrown. Doesn't have the easiest access, obviously, with that sharp turn to get into your driveway. And I would probably invest some money into kind of probably pushing this back a little bit so that you have a little bit more room for parking, more of a tarmac, and maybe more gravel or some sort of a solution there that would make this feel more cohesive over here. From the outside, the house looks great. Obviously, the landscaping is overgrown, so that's going to be some time and effort. Carriage light right here. And I'm just going to kind of walk through and just tell you what I'm seeing. So obviously the drywall work here is somewhat extensive. I know you have somebody for that. Crack right there. Nice and cool in the garage on this 90-degree day. I think this all looks good in here. I didn't see anything needed. This deck came out real good. Great spot for a hot tub. Let's walk out there real quick. See if there's probably cap those wires off there. And then once this is cleared off, maybe a little table, like a bistro table or something here. Man, you really can't see that guy's house now, can't you? That is such a shame. I can't believe he did that to you guys. I noticed this earlier when I was in, maybe if you had more of this wood, you could get a thicker piece here to cover just from there down. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it would make it look nicer. Imagine if some sort of a light's gonna go here. Okay. I think this is a pretty good little idea here as far as your shoes and coat storage and all that. Drywall there. I know you probably know all these spots, but kind of worth putting together here on a video. This deck is awesome. The only thing I noticed out here was those wires across the back here are loose. Those need tightened up. Otherwise, looks good. Okay. I love this living room, dining, kitchen area. I think this is best feature of the house. Yeah, this room's looking really good. Obviously up here, this ceiling spot, if it doesn't get repaired, it's going to give somebody the wrong idea. I know you're working on that. Same with here in the kitchen. Love the Bosch appliances. I think the cabinets came out well. What did I see in here earlier? No, this looks really good. I think once this drywall's done up in here, and it's going to be some work for sure, this will look a lot better. I like how you did the cabinet enclosure for the fridge. That was real smart. This bathroom came out great. It needs a fan cover. Other than that, in here, I think you're looking really good. I saw that you had this trim piece right here. I imagine you're planning on installing that up to here to kind of finish framing this out so this looks more finished. Obviously those holes there. This bedroom has quite a bit of drywall work left to do, but on the whole, I think this bedroom came out pretty well and very functional for a small bedroom. Okay, out to this deck here. You know, I saw, it looks like there's a missing shingle right there, and then some damage on these couple shingles. It might be worth talking to somebody to, yeah, you're missing your ridge cap shingles right there too. You see the exposed nails? That's probably worth a fix because it's super visible for buyers and brokers. A little bit of damage here. I don't think that's so bad. It's a little rotten out though. An inspector's gonna point that out, but I don't think that's so bad. And the rest of this looks great. All right, going up. I feel like this piece right here, it just throws me off. It's just not straight. It's kind of like a little wavy. And if your drywall guy can fix that, all the better. That one's kind of it's all cosmetic, but that one's pretty visible right when you walk up the stairs. You kind of see this weird edge here. Obviously, there's a little patch spot up there. Some of these exposed screws need to come out. I dig these light fixtures. Going up. Okay, so same thing with this edge right here. It's just weird. Doesn't look like it was done right. Right there too. And then the ceiling in here obviously is the main spot. That was that water damage from above. Love the master. Sorry, primary. Okay, I saw this earlier too. So I'm not sure why this is like this, but if you could make that look better with caulk or possibly drywall wrap around the inside of that, that would make that look a lot better. It just looks unfinished. And I imagine you have a plan for this. Oops, there you go. Sorry, I had that zoomed in. For this stovepipe here. Paint around there is a little off. It's a different color. Okay, this bathroom otherwise is really nice though. This we're going to want to stage up a little bit more with maybe some more hangers and just make this look like more of a closet space. Bathroom's awesome. Love the shower. I think all your fancy toilets are pretty cool. Yeah, this is neat in here. Okay. I'm not sure what you're going to do with this. Maybe just cap that over. Okay. That actually fits pretty well there. Nice piece of drywall. Okay, like the laundry setup. Trim. Some missing trim upstairs in here, and then the other room as well. This room is looking pretty good. I don't know what's happened down here, but if you can get your guy to take a look at this and maybe go over that with mud and texture, that would look a lot better because it just kind of looks like it had some damage. And then kind of same thing in here with this. I know this isn't quite finished. There's raw drywall there. This return needs to be probably finished out. I think it probably just needs textured and some mud to kind of clean this up. He'll probably cut that back a little bit. If you have the grout, might fill that in there. It's not a huge deal, obviously. Same thing with there, with just some unfinished drywall. coming along, man. It looking really good. Definitely still some work to go, not a ton. I think this house is going to show real good when it's all done. It's going to look real cohesive, and it's going to feel really nice in here. Yeah, hopefully your guy that you got is from Fort Collins, the drywall guy's an artisan, because there's definitely some matching that needs to happen. My guy Ryan Leitner, did give me a couple other local guys in case your guy doesn't work out. He also, last time I talked to him, he's like, man, I might be able to do that job, but it's going to be some weeks in the future. So anyway, that could be a possibility. Yeah, so landscaping's a big one. The driveway, yeah, like I said, I'd probably push that back, just kind of make it a bigger pull-out area so that you can back and drive down the driveway. And then, yeah, more gravel would make it feel a lot nicer. But yeah, looking great otherwise, man. This is really close to being done. And, oh yeah, sorry, I missed one spot here. That caulk line, or that seam here, needs some work. But yeah, that's kind of it. And yeah, I'll start working on kind of a proper valuation for you, given the recent sales and actives. This probably needs to get secured. Same here. Little spot there. Yeah, you just want these all covered up right there. Yeah, otherwise, man, great house, beautiful neighborhood. I'll get back to you soon.